So, all right, guys, so thank you for joining the lesson. So today's IELTS lesson will be on wind turbines. So you should have the link to the module, and hopefully you've had a chance to have a look at it, and we'll go through this through the lesson. Now, just quickly, I'll just let you know that if you are looking for a one-on-one private tutor or longer lessons, then you can actually email us at snacksenglish@gmail.com, and we can arrange for one-on-one lessons or group lessons with one of our tutors. Now, there's also a self-study IELTS course, which is what we'll be using today. So you can actually access that at https://bit.ly/stacksenglish. We have over 100 lessons, including reading, listening, and writing lessons. So Stacks English can help you to expand your vocabulary and learn grammar and master the English language. And basically what we do is we guarantee that once you've completed all of the lessons, you can take your IELTS test, and if you get less than a band 7.5, then we will actually refund any money that you've paid. Now, this lesson, of course, is free, and you'll have access to the module that I've sent you, and you can get onto that free of charge, and you can study in this lesson and in your own time for free. So let's begin with the lesson. So first of all, make sure you have the lesson open on your device. So I just sent you this link just here. Just make sure you have that ready and open, and we will go through it together, and you can finish the lesson on your own, in your own time, after the lesson has completed. Okay, you can do this from a phone, or you can do it from a laptop or a tablet, however you prefer. So let's begin, first of all, with the video. So I'm just going to turn I'm going to mute myself and everybody else just so that we can watch the video.
A wind turbine is a rotating machine that converts energy from the wind into mechanical energy.
Let me just start that again. Seems like the sound's being a little bit problematic. One moment. Let's try that again.
A wind turbine is a rotating machine that converts energy from the wind into mechanical energy.
Let me try it again, but I'll do it directly from the module this time, so it should work a little bit better. So here's the module, as you can see. So we're just going to play this part, this video, very quick video, right here. Okay.
A wind turbine is a rotating machine that converts energy from the wind into mechanical energy. If the mechanical energy is used directly by machinery, such as for pumping water, cutting wood, or grinding flour, the machine is called a windmill. If the mechanical energy is instead converted to electricity, the machine may be called a wind turbine generator. The wind turbine's blades are moved by the wind. The blades are connected to a generator, which makes electricity using electromagnets, moving wire near a magnet to direct the flow of electricity. It's similar to how a pump pushes water through a pipe. When the generator creates electricity, the electricity is combined with any other wind turbines that may be in the same wind farm. This combined electricity may be used locally or adjusted to match the electricity in the power grid and sent to the power grid. Although wind turbines are a renewable source of energy and don't pollute the environment as a result of generating power, they have an environmental impact. Some people think that wind turbines create a lot of noise and look unappealing. However, wind turbines are placed no closer than 300 meters from residential homes. At that distance, a wind turbine is no louder than an average household air conditioner.
Okay, so very short, very quick video there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take some time to just read through the transcript. Then we're going to learn some of the vocabulary words in the vocabulary bank. And then afterwards, we'll see how well we've learned the vocabulary by playing a few vocabulary games. So what I'd like you to do, guys, is just to open up the module, and you can see it there. And I want you to just read through the transcripts here, okay? Now, when you see these words in bold, you can actually scroll down and you can get the definition of each word, okay? And as we go through, what we're going to do is we're going to play some different games where we can use the vocabulary. Then we're going to do some paraphrasing, and we'll end with some writing that you can do at home. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes just to read through this. In fact, I'll give you 5 minutes to read through and familiarize yourself with any of the vocabulary that you're unfamiliar with. If you don't already have this open, please click this link in the chat box, which will take you to the module. So I'll just give you 5 minutes to read through that in your own time and read some of the vocabulary. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can turn on the microphone.
Oh, yes. Apologies. Yep. Yep. So let's have a look at this one. So cameras recorded the violence of the aircraft with the ground. What should that be? Is it converts, impact, convert, or renewable? What do we think the word must be?
I converse.
It's not converts. So this is when a plane or an aircraft has crashed into the ground and it's smashed into the ground with some force. And we have a noun that we would use to describe when something crashes into something else. So we want to look, first of all, for a noun. So converts, of course, is a verb. So is the word convert. Renewable is an adjective. So the answer must be impact. Cameras recorded. Impact. Yes, very good. The violent impact of the aircraft with the ground. Very good. Okay, let's try another one. Okay. Electricity is generated or made using a what? What is used to create electricity?
Turbines.
Turbine. Yep, very good. A turbine. Good job.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. That's what the lesson's here for, to help with pronunciation and understanding.
Yes.
So yeah, a turbine produces electricity. Very good. Let's try this one. So something don't attract metals if there is not electricity flowing through them. So again, we're going to be looking for a noun or a plural noun in this case.
Yes, noun. Yes.
So we've already had the noun turbine and we've already had the noun impact. So what's it likely to be, do you think? Something that pulls a metal in, but not if there is no electricity flowing through it.
Electric magnet.
It's an electromagnet. Very good. So electromagnets don't attract metals if there is no, or if there is not electricity flowing through them. Very good. As bamboo grows fast, it is a highly renewable, very good, because we can grow more bamboo and it grows very quickly. The polish will the wood. So when we polish a table, it makes the wood look nice and shiny and pretty, and it makes it look like it's brand new. So this is a verb which describes making something look new. Yes, renew, to make it new again. Very good.
Yes.
Let's try this one. The factory was full of different types of machinery. Fantastic. Very good job. Number 9. We're a number of music students from each school to form an all-city concert band. So now we need a verb, but it also needs to be a continuous verb.
Yes.
What does a continuous verb? Go on.
Combine.
So combine would be the verb, but we need the continuous verb because this is saying we are doing something. So we need a continuous verb. So instead of combine, we need a verb with ing. Yeah. Combining. Very good. We're combining a number of music students from each school. Fantastic. I find brown an color in clothes. Now this is someone who's saying that the color brown is a clothing color that they don't really like very much. They think it's a bit ugly. So we need a adjective, yeah.
Yes, adjective. Unappealing.
Unappealing, very good. Yeah, an unappealing color in cloves, fantastic. When you make bread, you first the flour and the salt. So this is when you mix flour and salt. Combine, yes. And again, this is not a continuous verb. We're using the simple verb this time. You first combine the flour and the salt, good. The license is good for 3 years and is not. Now, what they're saying here is that the license cannot be, you can't get a new one after 3 years. You have it for 3 years and that's it. So it is not.
Objective renewable.
Renewable, very good. It's not renewable, so you can't get a new one after 3 years. Very good. When the electricity goes out, the backup something comes on. Now, these are used in hospitals when you need to make electricity, even if the electricity is cut off. So the word, the noun, is basically, it means maker or producer. And it's something that you usually fill with petrol or diesel. And you turn it on and it kind of turns on a turbine and creates electricity. Any idea what the name might be?
I think a generator.
It's a generator, yeah, something that makes electricity on its own.
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay.
The company, the river, by dumping its waste there for 3 years. So this company has damaged the river. How have they damaged the river? What have they done? So when we put things in the river, we call them pollutants. So the verb attached to pollution or pollutants is pollute or polluted. So this is past tense verb polluted. The company polluted the river. Very good. The factory emissions, the air. Now, polluted the air. Very good. Okay, next one. The gas engine, the gas into electrical power. So this changes gas into electrical power. So what's the verb that means change?
Converts.
Converts. Very good. All right, nearly at the end now. She liked her date, but she found his habit of picking at his nose. Oof, not very nice. What's the word?
Unappealing.
Unappealing. Very good. We can the sofa into a bed. So this is a sofa that can turn into a bed.
Convert.
Convert. We can change it. Good. The food looked on the plate, but it was actually quite delicious.
Unappealing.
Unappealing. Very good, you guys. Right, great job. Let's check our answers. Okay. 100%, of course. Perfect. Okay, so now, guys, when you're doing this on your own, you can play some of these games here or here. And there's some vocabulary games as well that you can play. There's also listen and spell, which you can do. What I'd like to do, and also at the end, sorry, you can do this quiz, which will ask you some questions. There's 7 questions there. And once you've finished all of the games and the quiz, click on complete and continue. And then that will bring you to the writing task. Now, the writing task is something we'll look at a little bit later. What the writing task is, how do wind turbines work? It's practice for task 1. And what you do is you look at the diagram here, and you can just write your essay down here, type it in, okay? and then you can click check level. Afterwards, you can copy and paste your answer down here, okay, and click post comment, and then I will check it for you and just tell you what you did well and what you can do better. So I want you guys to do that as homework, but what we're going to do before that, I'm just going to send you the link to the writing task. Before we do that, I want you to do some paraphrasing with me. So what we're going to do is we're going to write in the chat box and do some paraphrasing, okay? So what we need to do is rewrite the sentence without changing the meaning. Okay, so here's our sentence. When the generator creates electricity, the electricity is combined with any other wind turbines that may be in the same wind farm. So who can give me a good paraphrase for that sentence? And then we'll have a look at some of the ones that I've come up with. When the generator creates electricity, the electricity is combined with any other wind turbines that may be in the same wind farm. So just type your answer in the chat box. You can rewrite that sentence. Let's have a look at some of the answers I've got just to give you some inspiration. So here's some answers I've written. So first of all, electricity is combined from all the wind turbines in the farm. This happens when the generator makes electricity. Now, this answer is very simple. It just rearranges the structure of the sentence. Then we've got one that uses synonyms. When the generator produces electricity, it is mixed with the other wind turbines in the same facility. So we change up the words a little bit on that one. And then I've got one more. The electricity from each individual turbine is pulled together with the other turbines on the farm. Now, we've got an answer here from Fuang Tu. Once electricity is made by the generator, the electricity is connected with any other wind turbines that may be in the same wind farm. That's very good. Just some very, very small things there, Fuang Tu. Be careful with your commas. So make sure that when you write a word, you put the comma straight after it like that, rather than putting a space. And one other thing is, I think you've meant to write is, but you've actually written it's. So maybe write is. There we go. Easy mistake though. Very good, Fuang Tu. Let's have a look at one more. And let's try it this time. Fantastic, very good. Okay, try to rewrite the sentence without changing the meaning. Some people think that wind turbines create a lot of noise and look unappealing. Who can write that in their own words? Just try your best. Okay, very good. Thank you, Fuang, too. Wind turbines are thought to make a lot of noise and look unattractive. Now that's very good because what she's done is she's shifted from the active voice into the passive voice there. So she said wind turbines are thought rather than some people think, which is very good. And unattractive instead of unappealing. Fantastic. Yep. And we've got another one here. Some people okay, so we're missing a word here, which probably should say some people think that lots of noises are created by wind turbines and they are unappealing. Let's have a look at some of the ones that I put here. So first of all, I've just rearranged it. Wind turbines look unappealing and can be noisy, according to some people. Just a simple rearranging of the words, more or less. Then we've got, there are some people who believe, rather than think, that wind turbines produce, rather than create, too much noise and look ugly, rather than unappealing. And then we've got another one here. There are some people who are under the impression that wind turbines generate abrasive noise and are aesthetically unattractive in appearance. So this restructures the sentence, adds some additional words, and it actually adds a bit more. It demonstrates really that you have a more advanced vocabulary because we've used words like abrasive, which means unappealing, nasty, hard to hear, hard to see, hard to feel. Aesthetically, meaning relating to the senses. And then, of course, we've got under the impression, meaning something that they believe, something that people believe. Okay. All right. Now, what I want you to do for homework is I want you to finish the module. Okay, so you can go through and you can learn, you can practice all of those vocabulary words. Okay. And just one moment, guys. I'm just going to show you. So you can do as many of these games and things as you would like to do until you feel comfortable with the vocabulary. Now, we do have the vocabulary bank here. So my advice would be watch the video again, read through it, play some of these games. You can make these larger by clicking here, okay? And you can play, you can learn some more about wind power and things like that by playing some games. What you can also do is you can do the use it in a sentence quiz, which we've already done, of course. Then what you can do is you can play another game down here, learn a little bit more about wind energy if that's something that interests you. See, this is a vocabulary matchup game here. There's some more vocabulary games down here. There's this game called Guess What? Now, if you're on a laptop, you can zoom in on this like that, so that you can see it a bit more clearly. This is quite a fun game, and you just basically have to guess what the vocabulary word is. So we've got renew, related word, so renewable, and so on. So you can play that. There's also a spelling game here, and there's a tic-tac-toe game where you just have to get 3 in a row. Something or something that generates, generator. Okay. Listen and spell, fairly simple. You just listen to the word.
Blade.
And then you try to spell it. Okay, so B-L-A-D-E, blade. Simple game, very easy. And then once you've got through all of those, there's a quiz at the bottom. A windmill is a machine that uses mechanical energy directly. True, false, or not given. Now, we know, obviously, if we've watched the video and listened to it and read it, that the correct answer is yes, that's true. Once you've finished that, once you've finished everything, go on complete and continue. And then here we have a writing task, which is how do wind turbines work? So this just mimics a test that you would get in writing task 1 on the IELTS test, where you would basically have to describe how this process works. Now, my advice is, first of all, to write your answer down here. So just write it in there. Write about where the wind comes from, the rotator blade, the generator, and so on, and what happens to the electricity. And then once you're done, just copy and paste your answer and just post it down here for me and click post comment. And then I will be able to see it and I'll be able to check it for you and I'll be able to give you some feedback. Okay, and I'll do that, no problem. So last little thing before we go, if you are looking for a private tutor with me or with one of our staff, just send us an email at stacksenglish@gmail.com. And if you want to continue with the course on your own, obviously I will be offering these courses every week.